like when Shaq and Penny was that deal, he met her at a Laker game. Like, my nigga, what was you thinking? Like, did you ever think she was gonna love you? Like, seriously. You are Shaq and you meet a girl at a Laker game in LA where notoriously women go there specifically to get on. Like, that's goofy if you even thought she really loved you at all. I always said this from the beginning. If I would have made the money I thought I was gonna make in the league, I would have never got married.
For me, it's weird from a female's perspective. It's odd because I would never marry a man that I'm not in love with, you know. But how many people do we know, even men especially, when you lusting and you chose her just because she looked good? It ain't got nothing to do with love. She looked good beside you. You may have loved somebody else, but she didn't fit the bill as far as what your image was going, you know. A lot of people don't marry the person they're in love with. They don't. They marry the person who looks good for their brand, looks good beside them, who does certain things. You know, it's not always about love that you choose that person. And it's unfortunate because I wouldn't want to live my life that way, but let's just not act like people out here just falling in love and getting married. And that's just the end all be all.
Then I guess the perspective that I'm looking at it from is then don't make such a big deal of him cheating on you then. Doesn't even fucking matter at that point. It was transactional. It was you was in love with the idea of shit. Then you should be able to look back on that and be like, yeah, I kind of understand why the nigga cheated on me. That's how I'm looking at it. Like I can look back and be like, oh well, if I wasn't really in love with him and I was only in love with the idea of the marriage and all of this, and fair enough. Well then shit. Doesn't that kind of explain the reason why he was still doing the shit he was doing while we was in a relationship? Kinda, maybe. To understand yourself is to also understand him. So but you sat here and ran this whole campaign back then about why y'all got a divorce, and it was because he was dirty shame. And next thing you know, you come out the woodworks and say, oh, damn, that shit really wasn't all that. I wasn't really, because the thing is that what we don't realize is that those type of feelings, while you may recognize how you felt back then, now that's how you may have been manifesting yourself at that period of time. So maybe he didn't feel the love that you thought that you was giving him, which could have contributed to the downfall of your marriage. I ain't gonna say contributed to the cheating, but contributed to the downfall of y'all marriage.
A lot of women are in love with the idea of a wedding and not a marriage. So a lot of women are delusional about how it's supposed to go. And then when they become a wife, they realize it's a whole lot of work and they went out. So I believe her when she said she was delusional about what she thought it was going to be. And she lived this lifestyle. Sounds like a fairy tale and all of that. And she got swept up just like he did. So, but I just feel like it's a wash between the both of them.
I think when people move on and get in relationships and they get more disgusted at the person that they used to be with, whenever they're enjoying the person that they're with now, they're willing to actually expose their true feelings on how they felt when they was in the previous relationship. I think she just exposing that she was only with Shaq for the lifestyle that he can provide. She wasn't with him because she loved him. She wasn't with him because she was in love. She was not even sure that was even the case, but she is sure that motherfucking checks was coming in, was good to go, and I was gonna pop out any baby you needed. So, I mean, I think we get a clear picture of what these type of people had to deal with whenever they're trying to get into relationships. Not dismissing his behavior within a relationship or his infidelity or breaking his promise or his vow or how he decided to behave in a relationship, but a lot of these guys as athletes and stuff trying to find relationships, and you choose a wife, man, it's just really difficult. It's just something that you're gonna have to try to decipher.
Do men care though?
Yes.
Do men care? Because it be there be men out here saying, "Oh, you know, men can be any age and date a young girl." Do y'all think that young girl like y'all like that? Do you think she in love? It don't match. That's not what she's there for.
They always say they don't care. You
can't have it both. That's not. I'm gonna tell you.
Where are y'all hearing that men said that they don't care?
Oh, I'm talking about chat, not you. I know what I'm saying to you is some of the things that they promote don't. Not you, not anybody on this panel, But some of the things that are just promoted in these spaces don't match that, right?
Why
'Cause
why do you have to use the younger?
So what I'm saying to you is, if you are 55 years old and I'm 20, okay?
I think men understand what they bring, and if that's the understanding that they have, they understand. But
Okay.
yes, men do go into situations, and if they're going in with the expectation that this woman loves them, they expect that love. But if they know she's only in it for the money, men know that all the time. He knows hey, I'm trying to get this chick because I got a bunch of money. But if he's going in expecting her to love him, that's what he expects.
Go ahead, Lon. I think you were trying to say something.
No, I was just gonna respond to Shan. All of my friends, and I have quite a few of them who love transactional relationships because they just are financially there, and they like, this easy for me. They can do what they want to do. They don't have to. I've literally seen men choose the transactional relationships over love and over solid women. Like, I can't understand it, me personally, but it happens all the time. And to them, it's just because the money is easy for them. So their part of the transaction is easy, but they don't have to have a moral code during their part of the transaction. So they prefer it.
I got a question for you, London. Would you say that these men lead with their money?
Absolutely.
And are these men, would you say that they are attractive? That they used to get them?
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
They just don't care.
They don't care. It's easy.
That's exactly what I said. If they know, like, men who walk in knowing that the money is what's doing it, they don't care.
But but we promote that though. Get your money up. You're gonna find love when you get your money up. You know, if you're getting your money up to find love, maybe it's not love. You find the chick who wants you. You understand what I'm saying?
Then you're not listening. Then you're not listening to the men. They're telling you get your money up because that's your best chance of getting women. Period. It ain't just it's getting women. Period. Is gonna having money, being more attractive is gonna increase your chances.
And that's just one aspect. That's just one aspect.
And any man on this panel can tell you, I don't care how much ass they was able to get, they can tell you the longer my money, the more interactions I get. It's just broadening your horizon to be able to pull or be able to have the access to as many women as you possibly can and picking and choosing from them.
No,
we were just talking about
let me go get Marcus in there, y'all. Go ahead, Marcus.
I don't know if y'all remember when Shaq and Penny was together at the Orlando Magic. It was like the biggest thing around. They was it for basketball and pretty much for like the culture of they was it. Like when Shaq and Penny was that deal, he met her at a Laker game. Like, my nigga, what was you thinking? Like, did you ever think she was gonna love you? Like, seriously. You are Shaq and you meet a girl at a Laker game in LA where notoriously women go there specifically to get on. Like, that's goofy if you even thought she really loved you at all. I always said this from the beginning. If I would have made the money I thought I was gonna make in the league, I would have never got married. I've said that a million times. I'm not dating nobody at the finish line. It's almost impossible to determine if they like you or not. It's almost impossible. He had more money than you could possibly spend at the time. He continued to make. No, bro. If he had a girlfriend in high school, he should have stayed with her. And if he didn't, he should have just waited till he finished or pay for a surrogate. Matter of fact, pay for a surrogate. You got enough money, pay for a surrogate and raise the child how you want, and then date women from that point forward.